It's been a rough start to September. We're 3 trading days in and the market's almost down 1%. September seems to be living up to its risky, seasonally a down month, worst month of the year. There's 3 things that I want to highlight that tell us we might be close to a turning point where markets could begin to rally into month end and actually potentially turn this into a positive month, which has been our base case. This is historically, since 1973, the typical September. Between day 4 and the end of the month, you're down 0.5%, and you're generally down for the month. And you can see the win ratio is only 40%. But we should think about how the first 3 days go, whether you're positive or negative. And you can see if you're positive the first 3 days, from day 4 to month end, you're essentially flat. And if you're negative the first 3 days, you're gonna continue to soften into the end of the month. And that's why the first 3 days kind of matter. I mean, this on the surface is the reason why we were hoping for the close to be above 45.0766. But I don't think that's the full picture. So the first thing I want to highlight is that I actually still think just using these stats, we're probably positive between now and the end of the month. Why? Well, here's every September that was down the first 3 days. These are all 33 instances. And at the bottom, that doesn't look too good. You know, you're going to be down 2% from day 4 to month end. Let's shade the instances where the market's up at least 10% through the end of August. What do we see? 5 of the 8 times, you still finished higher, even though you were down the first 3 days into the end of the month. So I do think that there's a kind of counter seasonality to this. That's why it's not entirely a write-off, even though it's a bad start. The second reason is that the put-call ratio broke 1.21, and that's only in the last 6 months. There's only 2 other times it's been this high. And if you overlay those periods with the S&P, you can see that we were within 1 to 2 days of a bottom. To me, I think a tradable low is emerging. Put-call ratio that's elevated means people are nervous, but that marks usually the bottom by the time people are nervous. So again, that's why I think the rest of September isn't a write-off. Maybe a bottom's in a day or two, obviously disappointing today, but I don't think it means you should lose hope for the month or for the year.